God has an urgent message for you today. You've been feeling different your whole life, like you don't quite fit in, and it's not just social awkwardness. It's because you're truly magical. Your introverted nature is a divine gift, not a flaw, to fix or overcome. This special message is meant for those who find peace in quiet moments, who think deeply before speaking, who feel overwhelmed in crowds but come alive in meaningful conversations. Your tendency to step back and observe isn't something to apologize for. It's the source of your unique spiritual power. As you hear these words, know that the spiritual realm sees the incredible potential hiding within your quiet nature. It's normal to feel misunderstood or pressured to be more outgoing in this loud world, but remember that God designed your introspective spirit with purpose and love. This message is your chance to recognize your introversion as a superpower and turn what society calls a limitation into your greatest spiritual strength. You're receiving this revelation because it's time to stop dimming your light to fit in. Even when the path of an introvert feels lonely or difficult, trust that your reflective nature is a blessing, because your depth of understanding and ability to listen to the divine whisper gives you access to wisdom that others miss. As you think about your introverted tendencies, take time to truly see yourself today. Just like still waters that run deep and reflect the sky with perfect clarity, your quiet nature allows you to mirror divine truth in ways others cannot. Hold on to your thoughtfulness and depth of understanding, but let go of the shame and inadequacy that society has placed on your shoulders. Just like a sensitive antenna can detect signals from far away while common radios pick up only the strongest broadcasts, your introspective spirit catches subtle divine messages that get lost in the noise for others. This revelation isn't meant to separate you from the world, but to transform how you see yourself in it, helping you recognize the magic that flows through your quiet moments. Your need for solitude isn't selfishness. It's the sacred space where your spiritual batteries recharge and your unique gifts flourish. This revelation about your introverted magic is more than just a confidence boost for social situations. It's a spiritual awakening about your divine design. It's a time for you to connect with the power of your reflective nature and find comfort in knowing you were created this way, on purpose. Face this message with an open heart, understanding that your need for meaningful rather than numerous connections is part of your spiritual DNA. There's a divine plan at work in the way you process the world, unfolding exactly as it should. The moments when you feel out of place in an extroverted world are actually opportunities to appreciate your unique spiritual perspective. Every time you honor your need for quiet, you align more deeply with your authentic path. When social situations drain you, retreat to prayer and reflection for guidance. God is always here, speaking most clearly in the quiet spaces you naturally create. In your moments of solitude, you'll find the wisdom and strength that are your birthright as a spiritually gifted introvert. As we've explored the spiritual gifts of your introverted nature, I'd like to continue sharing divine insights that resonate with your quiet spirit. If these messages about your magical introvert powers speak to your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual revelations, specially crafted for deep thinkers and quiet souls like you. Pay attention to the subtle signs confirming your introverted magic. These aren't just personality traits, they are divine indicators of your spiritual gifts. As you move through life, notice how you pick up on emotional undercurrents that others miss. You might sense when someone is upset despite their smile, feel overwhelmed in certain environments because you're absorbing unseen energies, or need time alone after social gatherings to process all you've taken in. You might find that animals and children are naturally drawn to your calm presence, or that people tell you their deepest secrets, though you barely spoke. These aren't coincidences, they're evidence of your magical introvert abilities. Trust your natural tendency to think before speaking. That measured response isn't slowness, but spiritual discernment working through you. When you feel the urge to step back and observe, when ideas come to you in moments of solitude, or when you notice patterns and connections others overlook, that's your introvert magic activating. These intuitive moments are gifts of your quiet nature, showing you exactly how special your perspective truly is. Honor these experiences, appreciate them, and recognize them as the magical abilities they are. Remember, you're not walking this introvert path alone. God is with you, surrounding your sensitive spirit with love and understanding. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides, and divine helpers who appreciate and support your quiet strength. This revelation about your introverted magic is designed to validate your true nature, not force you to change, and every aspect of your reflective personality is divinely supported. Feel thankful for this understanding, for it shows how deeply your authentic self is valued in the spiritual realm. Each time you honor your need for meaningful connection over shallow socializing, you align more closely with your divine design. The universe cradles your sensitive spirit with tender care, providing the perfect balance of challenge and sanctuary. Your introversion isn't something heaven wants to fix. It's a precious gift the divine works through to bring more depth and insight to a world that moves too fast. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your life right now. When you receive this message about your introverted magic, at exactly the moment when you've been questioning your worth in a loud world, that's sacred synchronicity at work. These revelations come now because you're ready to embrace your true nature without apology. As you recognize more signs of your quiet power, let each one build your confidence. Every confirmation shows you're exactly who you're meant to be. Pay attention to these moments when your introvert strengths shine through and celebrate them. They aren't random personalities traits. They're purposeful spiritual gifts designed just for you. Keep your heart open to these divine affirmations of your introverted nature. The more you accept these quieter aspects of yourself as magical rather than lacking, the more powerfully they will serve your spiritual purpose, and the clearer your unique path will become. Just as you receive these divine revelations about your introverted magic, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with other quiet souls who don't recognize their spiritual gifts. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important messages to reach other introverts who feel out of place in a world that often misunderstands their magical quiet nature. As you embrace your introverted magic, believe that this self-acceptance will lead to amazing spiritual growth. Just like a deep well holds water that sustains life during drought, your rich inner world contains wisdom that nourishes you and others during difficult times. God designed your reflective nature perfectly, even when society seems to value only the loudest voices. Focus on developing your natural introvert gifts, because these quiet strengths are what make your spiritual perspective so valuable. When you stay true to your authentic nature and stop trying to be someone you're not, wonderful transformations begin inside you. Insights you never imagined start flowing more freely. Every step you take toward honoring your need for meaningful connection and thoughtful solitude brings you closer to the magical being you were created to be. Your relationship with the divine thrives in the quiet spaces you naturally create, making your introversion not a barrier to spiritual connection, but a direct pathway to deeper understanding and wisdom that extroverts often struggle to access. You embrace your introverted magic. Make it a habit to say, "My quiet nature is my divine strength," each morning when you wake up. Speak these words with complete confidence. This simple practice builds a shield of self-acceptance around you that the world's judgment cannot break. When doubt creeps in, or when others pressure you to be more outgoing, pause for a moment. Use this time to reconnect with the quiet power inside you. Trust that God designed your reflective nature with purpose, and begin each day thanking Him for your unique perspective. Create a sacred morning ritual that honors your need for peaceful beginnings, perhaps journaling, meditation, or simply enjoying your coffee in silence. Protect your energy by scheduling regular alone time without guilt, seeing these moments not as selfish but as spiritual practice. When you fill your life with these intentional quiet moments, you create space for your magical abilities to flourish. Your introversion isn't something to overcome, it's the very key that unlocks your spiritual gifts. Your introverted nature comes with magical gifts that the world desperately needs. Your ability to truly listen is a rare spiritual talent in a world where most people wait to speak rather than hear. When you give someone your full attention, you offer them a sacred space where they feel truly seen. This deep listening is divine work. Your natural observation skills allow you to notice details, patterns, and connections that others miss, giving you access to insights that seem almost supernatural to those around you. The thoughtful way you process information before responding isn't slowness, it's spiritual wisdom that refuses to be rushed. Your rich inner world serves as a direct connection to divine creativity, allowing solutions and ideas to emerge fully formed after quiet incubation. The meaningful connections you create, though fewer in number, carry a depth and authenticity that casual friendships cannot match. These profound bonds are sacred exchanges of energy that nourish the soul. Your preference for quality over quantity in all things reflects a spiritual principle that values depth over appearance. The world may celebrate those who speak the loudest or network the most, but remember that history's greatest spiritual insights have come from quiet contemplation, not constant chattering. Your introvert magic brings balance to a world spinning too fast and listening too little. While embracing your introverted magic, you must also learn to navigate the extroverted world with your spiritual gifts intact. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's a sacred practice that protects your divine energy. Learn to say, "I need some quiet time," without apology, recognizing that managing your social energy is spiritual discipline. Prepare for social gatherings by building in recovery time afterward, and give yourself permission to leave when your energy depletes. Find your authentic voice for the moments when speaking up aligns with your values. Your carefully chosen words often carry weight precisely because you don't waste them. Create environments at home and work that honor your need for calm and order, seeing these spaces as extensions of your inner sanctuary. Recognize when to step back without guilt, understanding that your best contributions often come after reflection. Develop simple responses for those who don't understand your needs. "I recharge in quiet," or "I process internally," can educate without defensiveness. Remember that Jesus himself frequently withdrew from crowds to pray alone, showing that even divine wisdom requires quiet contemplation. Your need for solitude connects you to this spiritual tradition of finding strength in silence. As an introverted soul with magical gifts, you have a unique spiritual mission that only your quiet nature can fulfill. In a world drowning in noise and distraction, you stand as a keeper of depth and meaning. Your ability to hold space for authentic connection creates healing ripples you may never fully see. Your thoughtful perspective serves as an anchor of wisdom when others are swept away by fleeting trends and empty words. You're called to demonstrate the power of presence over performance, showing through your life that being is as sacred as doing. Your inner peace, cultivated through solitude, becomes a beacon for others exhausted by constant motion. The compassion born from your deep reflection helps heal wounds that quick fixes cannot touch. Your spiritual mission includes being yourself completely, without dimming your light or raising your voice to match others. Each time you honor your introvert nature, You silently give others permission to embrace their authentic selves too. You're not meant to lead by dominating conversations, but by showing a different way of being, reflective, intentional, and deeply connected to divine wisdom that speaks in whispers, not shouts. In closing, as you embrace your introverted magic, move forward with newfound confidence in your quiet strength. Be prepared to welcome divine validation of your reflective nature, face social situations with authentic boundaries, and recognize the spiritual gift that your unique perspective truly is. Trust in the power of your inner world and in God's purpose for creating you exactly as you are. You are on a path to magical self-discovery, surrounded by divine love that celebrates your depth. Keep saying, "My quiet nature is my divine strength," and watch as your introvert powers transform not only your life, but touch others in ways that loud voices never could. If this message has helped you recognize the magic in your introverted nature, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine insights for quiet souls. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a revelation meant specifically for depth seekers like you. When you share this message, you validate other introverts still hiding their light. Each person who discovers their quiet magic through you becomes part of a spiritual movement, returning depth and meaning to our hurried world. Dear Lord, please give us confidence in the quiet strength you've planted within us, and the wisdom to see your divine purpose in our reflective nature. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you recognize your introvert magic, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine messages with other quiet souls who need to hear them. Please share in the comments what spiritual topics about introvert life you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the guidance that resonates most deeply with your reflective spirit.